She always sits to pee. It's Leo.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I don't. Why would I stand up? It's.
I mean, I
tiring.
came up with that tagline as I was sitting to pee.
Girl.
So it's basically for me, but I was like, no.
And you will find him in West Amsterdam selling his ass for cash. It's Max.
Oh, I will.
I will.
OnlyFans tagged in the link wherever you can find it. We are
The
ladies who lunch. And we are sipping that fictional tea. And the tea today is
Coming out.
Coming out.
Coming out.
Coming
Just
out of
coming
the closet. I mean, I'm shocked and disappointed in ourselves that it took us 6 episodes to normally coming out stories is like the initial icebreaker for everyone.
For every gay couple. You meet and you're like, so how did you come out?
What's your trauma?
Yeah. That's why it never lasts, because you're getting right into the wounds.
Show me your wounds.
Yeah, exactly. Show me how deep they are.
Do you remember, I don't know why I'm going to salad fingers, but do you know what salad fingers is?
No?
Oh, you're too young.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, this is early internet.
Okay.
This is a creepy ass cartoon that says, I like it when the red water comes out.
Oh.
And he's like scraping. He's got salad fingers. It's like green fingers. And he's like scraping a nail on the wall. And he's like, Anyway, this is not ASMR salad fingers moment. But
is this some Happy Tree Friends shit?
It's creepy ass. Like
it's creepy early internet.
It's early internet. It's fucked up. And I will show you later.
Talk about coming out in the early internet times.
Yeah.
Jerking off to those JPGs.
Jerking off to the Sears catalog men's underwear section.
Oh, jerking off. Yeah, exactly. In the underwear section and mentally photographing everything so you could go back home and just jack that penis right up.
I mean, that's not coming out, but that's
not coming out.
That's closeted. Ooh, closet stories.
That's not coming out. That's puberty. That's another topic for another day.
What is your coming out?
Okay, so
how old were you?
I was 17 when I came out the first time.
A little bebe.
Because let me tell you. First of all, I was terrified.
Yeah.
But because I mean, I remember also going to Sunday school and all of this, my very Catholic upbringing.
Yeah.
And then you always you go to bed and you think, oh my God, I just like pray to God that I wake up normal. You know what I mean? And still, but that's
and still here we are.
I'm still do it every day, but for different reasons now. But back in the day, I remember when I was 14, like understanding what was going on, because also my mother, for my, let's just say for my, when my puberty hit, she gave me a book on sex and called it a day.
And that was sex ed for your mother?
Well, yes, the book was actually fine.
It was the Bible.
But
and it said, don't do it.
She gave me a book. Any book. Just a book. No, basically.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Let me tell you. My family, nobody ever talked about sex. My mother never swore in front of us or whatever. Like, my mother doesn't say bad words. She's a very, not of our times. Let's just say that. But also my dad is shy as well. So that meant I never got any sex talk, anyhow. Like, I got this book, which was perfectly fine, because I mean I loved reading, so it kind of, to me, it made sense. Because
God, I wish you still had that book.
I still have that book. I have it at home in Italy. Maybe I'll get it next time.
Hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I remember there were 2 pages on being gay, and
they were ripped out.
They were. No.
Your mom was like, nay.
No, I ripped them out just to jerk off. Let me get this text.
Where does it go?
But listen, I remember reading this book, and I remember these 2 pages on being gay, and at the time I had no idea what that even meant.
I mean, that's amazing that was even in the book, and that she gave you that book.
Yeah, no, truly, from my point of view, I was like, okay, at least there's mentions of whatever, and it doesn't explain anything of sex or whatever. But to be fair, the book was not like
But like in
sex
Italy, saying that gays exist, qua?
Oh, when no, it's kind of. I come from like a town that's not too big, not too small, like average, whatever. And it's fine. It's in the middle of everything, and it's mentally. Well, let's just say you can find a lot of backward people in a sense, but there's also the opposite side anyway. Like, I mean, I'm sure everywhere, but
Yeah.
it wasn't a small town, it was a normal town. So obviously you see everything, and you kind of
so you read this book,
experience everything.
tell me.
And so I read the book. It was not good, obviously. And then I remember when I was 14, I had my first, I think 13, I jerked off the first time, and I thought,
14?
okay, yeah, it was late, and I kind of started to realize, holy shit, something's wrong, because I'm thinking of men, right? Like, and that also took a long time, because I had no idea what the fuck that meant. I didn't even know what that was. I was like, I just peed I was at home, and at night, and I was like, okay, I just peed. I peed. It was very pleasant, but I just peed in my pants. Okay. And I went to the toilet. I was like, no, I don't want to pee in my pants. And then I touched it. I was like, why is there nothing here? When I clearly felt, and I was like, oh, what is this snail trail right in my underwear? What is going on here? Anyway, so it took me a few years to kind of understand what was going on, because I heard it. It was word of mouth.
I forget. Do you have siblings?
I have a sister.
Oh, that's why.
I remember talking to my mother, and I was like,
I have an older brother, so I was like,
oh, you're set.
Yeah, I was jerking off at 10 years old. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got this.
Just imitating what you were seeing at the time. It was really
I want to do what you're doing.
Yeah. Me, not the case. I grew up around pads.
Fingering yourself.
To be fair. No, but so it took me a while, and then obviously I did not want anybody to know about this, so I kind of put up so many walls. Like, I'm not talking about it. I'm not letting anybody near this
what 14-year-old is gonna be like, Mom, I'm jerking off?
No, well, apart from that, also about jerking off,
to men.
thinking of men.
Yeah,
that's not the case. And so, and then it took me a lot to accept it myself. And then when I was in high school, I remember around my third year of high school, which it works in different ways than your high school anyway. But my third year, I was kind of, I mean, in my class, there was already a gay guy that was out. So he was taking a lot of the heat, right?
Cute or not cute?
No.
Doesn't help you come out.
No, but he took a lot of the heat. And to be fair, like, I feel bad for not, like, probably supporting
joining him in
yeah. But let me tell you, my class, because in Italy in high school you're always with the same people.
Yeah,
it's literally like we started in 20 people, and then we ended up 10 because a lot of people were stopped basically, and they had to redo the year. But anyway, so imagine like 15 in a class, always the same people. And in my class there were like 2 or 3 bi people that all came out after. But anyway, so I was hanging out with him and another friend of mine, and this other friend of mine,
well, at least you were hanging out with the gay guy.
Hanging out with the gay guy and hanging out with this other friend of mine. And this other person comes into the mix. An external point of view. This gay guy that was out from a different town. And then he starts talking to the 3 of us together. And we reply. No, he's just...
You can't sit with us.
He was just basically very sexually active. And he was younger than me. He was a year younger than me. Or 2 years or something like that. And very sexually active. And he was talking to the 3 of us. And then I ended up doing stuff with him, which was crazy. I was like, oh my God, this is the first time I'm doing something with a man anyway. And then I did it. I didn't like it. And then I never saw him again. Actually, I did see him again one time.
Can you avoid him?
I saw him again one time. It was so bad. It was so bad. We used soap. It was bad.
Oh no.
It was bad. It was bad. And then basically
I can't look at Ivory soap the same.
Yeah.
Ever since I was 14.
At the time, but I was 17 at the time. And then I think a couple of weeks later, I was supposed to go to Ireland for this like holiday where you stay with a host family for like a month or something like that. So, And I had a friend that was going with me, so I told her. I was like, I think I'm bi.
Got on that ship, huh?
Yeah, I got on that. I surely did. Mm-hmm. And I stayed on that ship for about 3 years because my first year of university, my first week of university, I remember meeting people and not tell. Obviously, I didn't even want to. Also, I had that experience at 17 and then nothing until 20. So to me, it's like I forgot about it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't
that too is in the closet.
Yeah, exactly. I told my friends at school, but not everybody knew. So I told a couple of people, this friend that I went to Ireland with, and then just a few selected people because I thought this is too much for me to handle. So I went to university and nobody knew. And then I also thought that I was bi because I kind of was attracted to this girl week one. But I think it was just it was so much, like so many hormones flying around. It was too much.
And you're probably just attracted to her like we're now attracted to drag queens. Like,
exactly. I'm like,
you look fabulous. I want that dress.
It's not like an attraction where you're like, oh yeah, I want to. It was like, oh yes, work, mama, yes, oh yeah, I'm attracted. That was.
I think I'm attracted. Yeah.
So me saying,
I liked her like I liked Christina Aguilera because that bitch was all over my locker.
But oh my god. Well, that's also another. Anyway, like when a mother comes into your room and she's like, "Oh, he really likes Lady Gaga. He must be straight." Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. That's the one. It took me a little bit to kind of warm up to my friends at uni, and then after I had my second experience, and I came back from McDonald's, quote unquote, because I told my friend Rahul I'm going to McDonald's when I was actually going to get fucked, and he was like. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I came back and I told him, and then he literally said to me that his mom already knew, and I was like, how the fuck did your mom have x-rays and already saw
about him or about you?
Me?
Oh, okay.
She was like, yeah, I think my mom said something about you, and I was like, oh, x-rays? How dare you?
My aunt, when I was, oh my God, like 9. I think I did my cousin's hair, like styled
That's
her.
coming out.
Oh, right?
That's coming out.
All the other guys are like literally playing in a sandbox or four-wheelers or whatever. And I'm in my cousin's room playing with Barbies and doing her hair. And I put it out and whatever. And we're all like, look, whatever. And then one aunt is like, are you going to be a hairdresser? And then she chimes in, are you going to be a gay hairdresser? And I was like, I just pretend like I didn't hear and walked away. But yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
She just burped.
Where's our etiquette lady?
I'm keeping that in.
Yeah. That's a new sound added to just keep repeating the burp. I don't want to hear this shit.
So you were lucky enough to have this aunt.
No, that was literally
okay.
That was the one-off thing and then never spoken of again, even though I think to my cousins, she had spoken about me being like, yeah,
a queer.
Yeah, like she was the only one in her family that really understood like that gay people exist. Mm-hmm. You know, the other ones are like too much in their bubble, little country folk bubble. I didn't come out in high school. I was having sex with girls and a girl.
She's also bi.
That girl.
No, you.
Oh, right. But then coming home and jerking off to men, you know, to finish.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't finish.
Yeah,
you wouldn't finish.
Nay.
I'm always so sorry for the girls that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wish those gay guys, the gold star gay that has never had sex with girls. I don't know why. I wish I was, you know, didn't feel that pressure to like, I guess, perform. Mm-hmm. Play the role, play the part.
Play the role,
yeah.
Play the part. Play the...
Good for them. Stand strong. I was too horny, I guess.
So you didn't come out... So did you come out after?
Yeah, in college.
So how old were you? Because I kind of...
18.
Okay.
18? Yeah. Went to college and then didn't like... I basically was out of college because I did only 1 year. And I literally made first week, frosh week, I like made out with all of the girls on my floor. Just like parties here and there, whatever. I had made out with everyone. everyone, all the girls. And then I think it was like towards the end of the year, I told one girl that I was like, she was in my program and we were sort of close, but I also was like, she's not anyone, like, not a real friend that is gonna like, that makes me feel like it's official, like I've come out. Like I could be like, that was a fluke somehow, I just said that,
Okay.
Where if I told like my best friend, I would be like, there's no going back after that.
There's no going back. So you told.
So I did a tester.
You did it.
I did a tester coming out, and I was like, how do we feel about this? And then I spent the entire summer with my best friend, and I was like, I need to tell her, and still didn't.
So what took you so long? Like, why were you so scared?
Because that's how I felt. Like if I tell her, there is no going back, and I don't know why. I guess like again,
why would you want to go back?
Right. Now I'm like, why is there a closet? Which I don't think there isn't.
I mean, unless it's Sarah Jessica Parker's closet, I don't want to be in it.
I don't want to go.
I don't want to
go. And yeah, I don't know. Like I wasn't very religious, but we did go to church all the time. All the time. Not all the time, but Christmas. Christmas, Easter, whatever.
All the time for Christmas.
For Christmas and funerals, okay? And I did do Sunday school. And like, I had to do like a, what is it? Confession thing. Oh, not that I ever said I had those thoughts, like to the priest. I was like, I made up some shit, or so, I think I'd rather I stole, I stole candy. That's what I've done.
Have you ever had, isn't that so perverse that an old man would ask a 9-10-year-old, have you ever had nasty or dirty
impure thoughts? Fuck off.
Can you imagine? Like,
you want me to tell you?
Let me tell you. Can I just say something
barge in here?
Can I just get something very controversial? I'm just gonna say something very controversial. I am the only 14-year-old that when I went to Sunday school, my last year of Sunday school, I was the only one that was not getting fucked. And I have something to say about. No. I actually don't know. But why is it that the only gay guy that wanted some hot priest dick was not getting it? Excuse me, Catholic Church, I'm going to sue you for being the only gay guy in
haters.
Church. Excuse me. All these pedophiles and me not even getting one. I think I'm going to cut this out.
Some would say you're lucky. No, don't cut it out. Fuck it.
We're going to leave it here.
Yeah, we sure are.
Anyway.
God, I've got some cum in my throat.
Today we're burping, we're saying profanities, we're doing whatever.
Why not?
Why not? Okay, so you were going to Sunday school and all that, so you still had a little bit of like,
yeah, like I don't know. I grew up
basically.
like my like Catholic farmers, I feel like I was like, oh, and to top it all off, when I set myself up to come out, I think I already told you this separately, but I watched Brokeback Mountain alone in my friend's room, had my first one and only anxiety attack, thinking I will get stoned to death as well because I'm a farmer gay boy,
Yeah.
And then very next day my parents were coming to Toronto and I was like, I finally have to tell them. But then I have this literally the feeling of like, my friend is going to come home and find me dead in her bed. Poor girl. Selena, love ya. So I survived clearly. And guess what? Did not come out that moment.
Did not come out.
Did not.
Because you watched Brokeback Mountain.
Because it's Brokeback Mountain.
You just saw that flannel.
Nasty. I didn't want to be Jack Nasty. So, then my parents finally went back home. And then you know what I did? I called them and I trapped myself into telling them. So I said, like, I have to tell you something. And then, like, full silence. And then she's like, uh-huh. Yeah. So then I did it over speakerphone to both my parents. And then it was silence on their side.
Okay.
And, there was like, okay, well, there's nothing much more to say. We don't really know what to say. We're going to go.
Okay.
And then we had an awkward 2 weeks. And I think after 2 weeks, I don't know. Like my dad, I don't know. Apparently he drank a lot for 2 weeks.
You weren't there.
I wasn't there. I was gone. It's fine. And then I told my mom, I was like, I'm not coming out to the rest of the family. Bitch, I got 30 cousins. Girl, spread the news. Because
spread the news. Because
gossip in my family spreads like wildfire.
Yeah, of course.
Belgium has already heard the news.
Yeah. You were already on speakerphone to Belgium.
Exactly. Yeah, and that was before the internet. How old is he? Yeah.
So this was your family coming out.
That's my family coming out. Okay. Yeah. Because to my best friend, I came out to her in a Zoolander quote.
What was the quote?
Do you know Zoolander enough?
I know. Well, I know Zoolander, but maybe I don't know it enough.
So when his agent is, which is Ben Stiller's dad, tells Ben Stiller that he has the Mugatu campaign.
Yes.
And he goes, ba ba da ba 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 ba. And then I came out.
And then you came out.
And then,
what was her reaction?
Oh, she was like, again, right away, super happy, and it was lovely. Yeah. But also it was like, bitch, why didn't you tell me sooner?
Yeah.
You know? But girl, this ain't about you. This is my story.
That's true. That's true. Actually, that is a reaction that gay people get a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why didn't you do it sooner? Bitch, don't get angry at me. Get angry at the system.
Seriously.
Because it's not my fault. So my family, me coming out to my family is an entirely different matter. Because I came out to my friends first. And then I remember I was 19. So before I went to uni, right before I went to uni, maybe 18, we were all in the car with my friends in my hometown. And in that moment, I think I told him I had sex with a man one time. Silence. But then it was like that. It was so stupid. It was like that silence. I was like, oh my God, how have you lived with this secret? And everybody wanted to know more about it because it was like the cool new thing, which was so ridiculous.
Having sex with men?
Apparently.
Cool new thing.
I mean, it was also all the girls there. And then anyway.
I'm jealous.
What are you doing? Exactly. No, but it was actually
but
kind of
that's
ridiculous.
so much better coming out rather than being like, I'm gay. Just at least you had the experience of you're like, I'm having sex with men.
But because, you know why? Because at the time, so this was before I was 20, so before I even accepted it as being gay. But I just thought, it's true, I had sex with a man. However, I don't still know what the fuck I am because I haven't had sex since. And also, I don't know how that works.
See, and that for me, like probably why I didn't come out to my best friend that summer is like, I still hadn't had sex with men.
Yeah.
So like, obviously I knew, but it just would have like confirmed it, being like, girl, I sucked a dick.
Girl, I finally got it in my ass.
Right? I'd be like, girl, let me tell you how to do it. Yeah. So I think that would have confirmed it. Like, I have so many friends that like, oh, I fooled around with guys when I was like 12. I'm like,
oh my God. Oh my, that is common though. Now I'm thinking about it.
Right? Everyone's.
So many straight people.
Oh my God. They're just
jerk off together.
Watching
at the
porn.
gym.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
There was
what
a guy, a straight guy in my high school was just literally, I think he would like dick slap people on the ass in the change room. And I was like, you dick slapping me? You fucking me. You better watch the fuck out.
You better get that dick.
You better get that inside of me.
It is so common though for straight people to do that and then be like, oh no, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
I just sucked a dick when I was 14.
I just have to see what the fuss is about.
But you know what? I think it's very normal. I just don't understand why people are so adamant on being like, no, I never thought about it. Why would I? I'm like, Mama, when you were 14, you were dick slacking people. Okay, don't even. My straight voice. Yeah. And this is my female friend.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think. Oh, it just has to do with like repressing that, you know, like, great. Express your. Yeah. Express yourself. Fuck people.
Yeah. Stop talking like this.
I literally just had the conversation recently about like, you know, when strap hip when strap hip ask you stupid questions, like
part one,
like, How do you know if you haven't had sex with a girl?
Oh, mama, if I had a nickel.
The dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
How do you know if you never had sex with a man?
Yeah.
Also, stupid. So,
like, say it the opposite thing to yourself and then shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Say the opposite thing to yourself and then think about why you haven't done that and then shut the fuck up. Okay?
And then don't ask that question.
And then don't ask that question. Or come here.
Come here
if
and
you
I'll
thought
fuck
about
ya.
it, come here.
Yeah.
I'm open. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I feel
like you'll continuously come out in different situations throughout your life.
Yeah.
But like when you come out, it's like the first, I think, few years you're like consistently doing it. There's like family, and then there's friends, and like everyone that's like very close to you needs their own individual come out story. I think there was one friend I said, I have a sugar daddy. That's how I came out to her.
That's not.
She's like,
accomplished.
I'm a man, and it's like, yep.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, okay, we are skipping over all of that.
Skipping all of that,
cool.
Going right into the.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Which is nice because like I do like the individual come out stories in some ways, like for them, like they have that closeness with you.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But I'd like to just have it all out of the way.
Yeah. I don't like to have anything.
I don't want like straight to be the normal.
No, same. I will. At this point, if you don't understand that I'm gay, I will let you know I'm gay.
Because if you don't understand that you are all queer, you're all under this umbrella.
Exactly.
You need to play a little more, Stride Papa.
I was in Edinburgh having dinner with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I literally asked the waiter because he was cute, "Are you straight?"
Did you?
And he said, yes, unfortunately, but I'm very flattered. I was like, damn, I'm going to bed alone tonight. Something like this.
Wow.
Something like this. And then his colleague came around and was like, I think I embarrassed your colleague. And I said, no, he loved it.
Good. I always have the urge to ask people if they're gay or straight. I never do, so good for you.
Yeah, but it never works.
Yeah, but at least you're doing it.
Sure. Just because I haven't got punched in the face. Well, to be fair, sometimes
there could be 99 people in the room. There could be 99 waiters coming to your table. Only one says yes.
There could be 99 people in the room, but one of them will fuck you.
And one of them will fuck you.
One of them will fuck you.
99 will say no.
And one of them is me. No. No, I just... listen, I'm very direct. Because if I... Well, first of all, it's
like... and listeners, this bitch is sober. All right.
I don't drink alcohol.
Exactly. Not sober as in needs to be sober. Just doesn't drink.
That's never drunk. We'll never drink.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. The one. So doing that without the drunk energy, the drunk confidence to be like, are you gay or straight? You're like, good for you.
I do have nerve.
She has nerve.
If anything, I have nerve to go out like this.
No charisma, no uniqueness. Just nerve.
Talent? No. Nerve. Just nerve.
The nerve.
The audacity to sit in a burger, whatever place in Edinburgh and get one of these straight lads and ask them, are you gay? Sometimes I do have too much audacity to do shit like this.
That's nice. That's fine.
That's fine. Actually, I never had any issues.
Don't fucking stop. No.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna keep putting people
just like
on the spot.
don't whip your dick out, and I think you're fine.
See, but I think there's a huge difference between going to a gay bar and asking somebody, "Excuse me, are you straight or gay?" Because then you kind of want to know if you can continue a conversation.
The time we went to the bar and that questionable straight man who pulled on my fringe. And then also pet your hair.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hi, yeah. This is not a gay zoo. You don't get to. Ooh, look at the gay people dance.
Look at the zebra.
Bitch, do not touch my outfit.
And she was just wearing animal print.
I wasn't. I was literally wearing a horse sweater.
No, but I think there's a huge difference between flirting with somebody and asking them. Obviously, because if I don't know what your sexuality is and I like you, I'm not gonna
come
have
on
a
to
conversation without knowing if you can actually like me back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's a waste of time. But there's a difference between doing that and literally putting your hand in somebody's butt or whatever or anything like that. You know what I mean? Which happens all the time in gay bars.
Accidentally fisting people all the time. Ugh, I've been accidentally fisted.
Oh my. It's just.
Excuse you. Unhand me.
You literally have a hand up your hole and you realize something is wrong.
Sir, you are playing me like a puppet. Could
Sir,
you?
May you remove your fist from one's asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to coming out. Because I was going to say.
How do we get to fisting?
How do we get to fisting is the title of this episode, to be fair. Either that or Sarah Jessica Parker's closet. Anyway.
That's the tea.
That's the tea. So I was going to say, from fisting to coming out to family, let's go back to that.
From fisting to family.
From fisting to family.
With Leo.
Or fisting family, whatever.
Different family. Ugh, I hate us.
Gross. Anyway, so coming out to friends is one thing, right? Mm-hmm. You just described a very tricky situation for a lot of people, and like, and then everybody has their own little tricks or ways to do it. Like, I'm gonna do it on the phone, or I'll do it because it's not up to not everybody can just go up to somebody and go, "Mom, Dad, I'm gay."
Not everyone's filmed it for YouTube.
Exactly. Not everybody's filmed it for, or TikTok.
Are they coming out on
TikTok? The people putting their phone and like, oh, this is the reaction. Like, oh, I hate it.
Poor.
What if Gen Z? I hate it.
Thank God I'm not Gen Z. Yeah. And didn't have social media while I was Facebook.
To be fair, yeah.
My Facebook memories coming up, every time I just delete them.
Oh.
Remember what you said when you were 16?
No.
No, I don't.
I don't want to.
I'm going to class. Like, idiot.
So shit like that. And so I even it took me a long time to come out to my parents. And I remember even with my other family members, my cousin, who is basically one of my best friends anyway, and we grew up together and all of this. And you know what she said to me? I was ready to tell her. And then she told me, "Are you gay? Because then we can watch Glee together." And I hated that show so much that I did not tell her. I was like, I will not, no, nothing. And it took me like a year or year and a half to be like, yes, I'm gay, you fucking bitch. But don't even try
to compare me to Kurt.
To pigeonhole me into Glee.
Oh, Glee was great. I loved it.
Which was the same thing that happened when I got my ears pierced. I remember my aunt that I don't talk to her anymore anyway. She's canceled. I got my ears pierced and she called my father and I literally heard, "So why did he do it?" Like, as in like poking my dad to be like, which my dad he probably hadn't even thought about it.
But that's the dumbest fucking thing.
That's so fucking rude.
You have your left ear pierced, so you're gay? Or whatever that
left
one was.
Ear pierced. Exactly. It's like, and all of a sudden, like,
I don't know which one was the right or left, but you know.
The right is gay, the left is straight.
Oh, okay.
But I think at this point, they're both gay.
Now? Seriously.
Yeah.
I remember the one weird thing with my family. When I finally came back home, I had two cousins that were like, I went over and it's not like I ever went for a greeting or saying bye. They reached out their hand.
Ugh.
Like, see ya. And I was like, I never hugged you. I've never shaken your hand like hello or goodbye. Mm-hmm. We didn't do.
What was that?
We didn't do a weird goodbye. And now it's just confirming stay away. That keep
is
your
so
distance.
fucking rude.
And I was like, you are dumb.
But I remember, I had a lot of people that were basically trying to figure it out by themselves, which I hated. Do not try. You know what I mean? Like, unless I tell you, unless I send for you, do not come for me.
Even if you think your friend is gay, he hasn't said anything.
Don't push.
Girl, he is whatever he is saying.
Exactly. Do not push. I fucking hated it.
You will get the news.
Exactly. If the news is supposed to get to you.
There you go. If you are tuning into that channel.
Because it's annoying and it's disrespectful. And who do you think you are trying to push people into...
So my brother called me gay since I was fucking born.
And he was right.
And he was right. I don't know how. And we had Anyway, faggot my whole life. Blah, 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 blah. Finally, I'm like, I had come out to, I don't know, a few people at that point. And I drunkenly, in anger, come out to him being like, fuck you, I'm gay, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing, what are you going to say now? Blah, 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 whatever, I forget. And then all this fuming energy. And then, and also I was like, also don't tell mom and dad, I want to tell them.
You were like, you fucking bitch.
You fucking bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I am gay. Huh? What do you want? Also, let me tell mom and dad. I want it to come from me.
Girl, what did he say? Faggot.
Yeah, no, nothing. But he was just like, yeah, no.
Sure,
see?
well, I've been calling you faggot.
He probably like, yeah, like, fucking knew it.
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
Putting that same energy right back. And then, of course, I'm not telling them.
Yeah. Don't worry. I will give you that respect.
To be fair, I think so. I came out.
He did, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Because then you told him in that weird speakerphone conversation that had silence right after.
Yeah. So I think, but I also was probably rushed by the fact that I did that because I was like, he can't hold that in for very long.
He can't hold that in. Me, I can't hold secrets. I
can barely hold in a fart.
I can't keep them. I can barely hold any cum in my ass after I just have to shit it right out. It just doesn't.
You took it too far.
Did I take it too far? I don't think I did. So anyway, at one point I told my cousin or whatever, and then I started telling. I told my sister when I was already in a relationship with a guy in Lancaster. And I was like, look, I'm gay. But I was so good at keeping the walls up that literally she didn't have a clue. She literally told me I had no idea whatsoever. Apparently, I'm a good actress. I don't know. Third Oscar win.
Oh my God. I'm getting all these flashbacks of all my like mini coming out stories. Because now
yeah.
I remember I had come out to one cousin before the rest of my family. And bitch, the pressure I put on myself, I was like, I'm going to like the whole family will be together at Christmas. I might as well just come out.
I'm just going to come out of that turkey and say, I'm gay.
I was like, why do I need to like have this crazy moment thing? And I was like, and then I look at her, I was like, what if I ruin Christmas?
Oh my God.
I can't ruin Christmas and make it also, bitch,
don't
make it all about yourself. Ugh.
Yeah.
God, gays who just want attention.
Yeah, everybody's passing the gravy around
and
like, I'm gay.
You know what happens to them? They create a podcast.
And then look, and they listen to themselves over and over again.
Yeah.
I never had that idea of coming out to the whole family because, first of all, I thought my grandparents are going to get a stroke and collapse. Which, I don't know, maybe.
Maybe I am the reason.
But I was, so one time I remember, because my dad is kind of shy, so he doesn't really talk that much anyway. But then one time we were at dinner with my grandma who's passed away. And she probably was the only one that probably knew, but never told me anything because she kind of respected me, I guess. But then anyway, she died at one point. So I remember my dad said something like, oh, I would never have like, can you imagine having a gay son or something like that? And my grandma literally was like, how dare you say something like that? You take that back. And you like, imagine the power of the matriarch in an Italian family. My grandma was the one wearing the pants. Okay. She was not taking anybody's bullshit anyway. And my dad like shut up completely. Like, and I remember feeling, oh damn.
She knows.
No, apart from that, I was like, oh my God, what does my father think of this? Right. Cause, and then that kind of also set me back on my schedule of telling people.
Yeah. That would.
And then I remember one time my mother literally told me in the car, this is a moment like, oh, Freddie Mercury died because he was gay. And she didn't mean it. And she obviously, she addressed it years later because I told her like, look, but these things are traumatic for somebody that is having sexuality, is discovering their sexuality. And then people say random shit that they're not even thinking about. Obviously she meant he died because he got AIDS. But at the time, when she is uninformed, she doesn't have any gay friends or anything like that.
Yeah, that's just like the quick thing that
that's what she knew, that
blurred.
AIDS is like gay disease or whatever. Like,
yeah.
come on, my parents never had any gay friends or anything like that. In my small town, probably they did, but they were all closeted. Imagine in my small town in Italy, nobody was talking about AIDS or anything like this. So, but saying stuff like that to me kind of like set me back on my agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And so I finally told my dad in the car about 3 years ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And because I was just going through it, but I've always been very good at hiding everything. I'm very different when I'm in my family. I'm like a rock, literally. Like I have a really angry face on as well, probably because of this. It's still there. But I literally told him, look, I'm gay. And then he got angry because like, why didn't you say anything before that? And I'm like, and I'm getting more angry. And I'm like, and then we're getting angry on top of angry about this bullshit. But I was thinking, okay, this is fine. This is fine. And so my dad has been nothing but great with that anyway. And then I told my mom, no, he told my mom because I kind of didn't want to be the one doing it. And then she called me and she was like, I don't care. But anyway, with my mom, it's a bit more difficult to explain. Anyway, but it was kind of, nobody had any idea because I was that good at hiding it. Can you imagine?
So you just never spoke.
I know.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I'm very different.
I pretended to be mute.
It's like two different people when I'm in my family.
That's so annoying. It's so sad.
It is but that's what you learn to do when you.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, it's sort of, I feel the same way. Not that obviously I had a brother calling me gay my whole life and whatever. Like I was extra. And if my family thinks I'm extra, that imagine how much I'm holding back.
Girl. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, so she comes back around. I can't be tamed.
She's lips.
I can't be tamed.
She can't be changed.
The gayness couldn't be tamed.
She can't be tamed. She can't be changed. She can't be blamed. She can't be tamed.
Exactly.
Also, that music during those years. Oh, I remember when Born This Way came out. 2011, I was 16. And I remember, if this motherfucker is telling me that I'm good enough, this shit helped. It really helped me. It did. I have to say.
I was. That's
you were too.
Yeah, I had Britney Spears.
You had Britney.
I had Britney.
What was Britney saying? Give me more. Is that why you were such a thirsty whore?
That's why. Actually, I had Janet Jackson is the reason I'm a thirsty whore. That sex voice. Oh my god! I was like, that's everything.
Miss
Britney
Claude,
Spears.
if you're nasty.
Britney Spears singing "Breathe." Monogamy is the way to go.
Yeah.
Just put your lips together and blow. Then I was, yeah.
It's so hot and I need some air.
Yeah. And then like Dirty.
Christina.
I'm a slut because of Christina.
Oh my god. Assless chaps. I still wear them.
Still have them on.
We should do an episode about Christina.
Oh, just Christina.
Just Christina, because that song, that distorted bass, oh my god, everything. Innovative, amazing, groundbreaking, show-stopping, vomit on it, throw it.
Sing it in my ass.
Sing it right in my butthole, okay? I want you to sing that dirty song. I want you to growl. But anyway, what were we talking about?
Your coming out songs that helped you come out. Will and Grace helped me come out. That was my gay people exist and I see myself in television.
No, I literally was living two different lives, like the Batman. I was not extra. I have never been extra at home because
I always listened to pop divas. That's not true. I had a Nickelback phase. That's a lie. Nickelback, baby.
I was listening to Hannah Montana. I don't know how they didn't get it.
Right?
But it wasn't a thing. Gay
but
culture
even your parents, like even when your parents look back, they're like, that's definitely, like my parents were always like, we always knew you were different. We just didn't know what that meant. Yeah.
I just had such a different experience because in Italy it's a bit different, and all like the pop divas do not mean gay. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's less sherified. It's a bit. It was a bit
Literally.
different. I don't know what it is like now.
Literally in my room, blasting Cher, dancing like my aunt knocks on the door.
That level of crazy.
It's so crazy. I have worked up a sweat playing one song on repeat because I've been doing that my whole life.
What was the song? What was the song? What was the song?
I can't. What's the Memphis? It's a cover.
I don't know.
Fuck. Prayer in Memphis? No. Walking in Memphis. Oh, thank God. I'm a terrible gay. Walking in Memphis. Some guy sings it, but she covered it. Yeah, she knocks on the door, and I like pretend like I haven't been blasting Cher. Like no one can hear on the other side of this door that Cher has been playing on repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, oh. And I'm like dripping wet, like, hi. Trying not to be panting. Oh, just chilling.
She comes in, you're like, this is how you remind.
Yeah. Yeah. But I also really did like Nickelback because they also only sang about sex as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. There you go.
Yeah, they sang about like driving while getting roadhead.
Is this original? Oh.
Or like, you look so much cuter with something in your mouth. You know what? Nickelback made me gay.
Oh,
I'll say it here.
That's the title of the
I'm
episode.
gay because of Nickelback. that curly Mr. Noodles hair.
Oh my God. To be fair, I mean, Avril Lavigne married him. There must be a reason. I'm sure the reason was big. Gross. I don't want to get sued.
It's a Chad Kruger dick.
Look, whatever it is, I think when our generation was growing up, everybody had their tricks, their trickery, and their just these little tiny things that help you come out. I don't think are a thing anymore.
I hope not. I need to. Not that I want to befriend a 17-year-old to figure it out, but I'm happy for them that.
Let me tell you something.
They're just TikTok dancing coming out.
Let me tell you, I'm getting comfortable for this because this really made me angry.
She has changed positions.
When I was 17 and the guy that I had the sexual experience with, he literally told me that he wanted to go to the art pop concert together because he was best friends with his mom and they were great friends and all of this. And I'm really happy for people like this. But I was so angry at my situation that nobody even asked me anything. And so I've always had this like hatred for people that are like, my mom is my best friend. I'm like, you fucking lucky little shit.
Okay.
No, but it's obviously it's my issue.
Yeah, it's coming from
a place of hurt.
Oh
my God, coming from a place of hurt. That's something I would never even imagine that I would say in my lifetime. It's coming from a place of hurt.
Because normally she likes the pain.
Anyway, so yeah. Oh, let me tell you something. Technically I haven't come out to my grandparents.
I haven't, and
do you think they know?
I think so. When I told my family to like spread the news, I feel like it. Oh my God, this sparks another story.
Oh,
fuck. How much time we got? No, I'll be
quick.
quick.
That's fine. Who gives a shit?
Who fucking cares? I think I brought home a boy.
Oh,
before they were like,
oh.
So I was like, oh, but then it's too late. But they didn't say anything. Like, we're not, I don't know. Like, I love them, but we're also like not close enough to even have those relationship-y conversations. Like, my family jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my family will joke. I only have my grandparents from my dad's side that are still alive. And like, they'll joke about like me bringing home a boyfriend or whatever. Like, when are you bringing someone home? I'm like, I'm not straight and quick to marry, okay? But speaking of bringing boyfriends home to the family.
Oh, mama.
One uncle is like the most religious.
I thought you were bringing home an uncle.
I'm not bringing home an uncle. Yeah, that is a very delicate situation when you're into daddies to like bring home someone that's as old as your parents. Can't happen, can it? I mean, Eventually it will. Who knows?
And it did.
No. But so one of my uncles is like, I don't know what religion, evangelical, like literally it's borderline cultish. Like his kid is like baptized in a pool again at 16. Like,
wow.
What
okay.
like qu'est-ce qui se passe? That's French for what the fuck.
That's French for what the fuck is going on up here on this day.
Yeah. He's actually was my godfather.
Okay.
And with this religion switch, or like to next level Catholicism, they no longer do godparents. Like only God is the parent. I don't fucking know. So anyway, as a child, I lost my godfather. I was like, what? Is it because I'm a homosexual? Never knew. But so I bring home a boyfriend and and at this point, this has been years after I've come out. And we're at this event and, it's, I think my aunt's birthday or something. And you go around the family, kiss, 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 hi to everyone, go around to him. Hi, say hello, blah, blah, blah. Introduce my boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, this is my boyfriend. I forget his name.
Okay. So you literally said, this is my boyfriend.
Yeah, because I assumed at this point, everyone's known for years. I keep walking to the next aunt and uncle, saying hi to everyone.
How big is your fucking family?
I have my mom is one of 7.
Too many. Anyway, go on.
Right? So my mom later on, like within minutes, because she's like, so your uncle turned to me and was like, did he say boyfriend? She's like, yeah, they've been dating for like, I don't know, like a few months now. Da, 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 da. He's like, boyfriend. She's like, what? Did I not tell you he was gay? Like, it's been like 6 years now, whatever. So my mom rushes over and be like, by the way, your uncle just found out you were gay. Be cool.
Great coming out story
right?
to your uncle.
Like, I'm already nervous for bringing a boyfriend home. It's only been really...
Turns out some people didn't even know.
Exactly. So then I tell the boyfriend, being like, so my super religious uncle just found out that I'm gay. So might be interesting. And then we are seated next to each other.
Girl, this is something.
I mean, we didn't talk about it, but like the tension, mama. Oh,
was it sprinkling holy water on you?
Probably put some holy water in my water. It's like, get it out of him.
And you just down that shit. Anyway.
It's in me.
Girl, you know what? The last time a priest came into our house to bless the place for Easter.
You burnt it down.
No, he literally sprinkled me with water and said, does it burn? And I was like, you motherfucker.
What?
You're never stepping in this house again. Yeah.
Gross.
I don't know if that was, by the way, this is not because I was presenting gay or anything. It was just that I was presenting Antichrist. And I did not want priests in my house, but my mother was like, no, let's get the priest in to bless
So I see your second persona is just like
my second persona
angry
is
atheist.
My you got it on the mama, yes.
Not gay.
All that frustration, angry atheist.
I see.
Completely.
Amazing.
Completely.
You're
Because I needed to, but I'm telling you, for years I kept this, like the way I'm talking now, this is not the relaxation that I would ever feel at home. I've very angry, very frustrated, very straight face, whatever. And not that as in like it looks straight. It's like just not laughing, not smiling, not doing anything.
And like, years. Why is that what we think is straight? Like, I want an angry face. There's no emotion.
No expression whatsoever.
That's masculinity.
No jolliness. no joyfulness. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
But so it was, I think to me, it was a bit tough anyway. Because even to this day, I struggle to be like, but it's so funny to me because in Italian, the word date and appointment are the same word. And so I literally told my mom, I was like, so I'm going on a date today, whatever, like a few months ago. And she was like, you mean to the doctor? I'm like, you Sister Mary, Jesus Christ. Like, come on now. Let's get it together.
Is there a way to define it a little bit more that sounds like...
No, because in Italian, it's like appuntamento, which is the same for both doctors and whatever you might be going on with a guy or a girl or whatever. But anyway, I think everybody's really... everybody's reaction was way less than what I expected. which to me is great because I was so scared of being thrown out or whatever, and then I wasn't. Even like my other aunt, my mom's sister, who's very religious, so she was the only one that didn't bat an eyelash. She was like, mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. But I had some reactions. The canceled aunt, she was one of those, I knew, yeah, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
But honestly, there's no reaction that anyone would be happy with.
No, no, and let me tell you, I was very happy with no reaction.
Yeah.
That to me is what I wanted. And also with my dad's reaction, that's what I
know.
wanted.
I feel like I'd want to be like, I'm going to preface this by saying I don't want a reaction. That would be.
Yeah. But because it's exactly what you would expect from people nowadays to be like, okay, that's just normal. It's just a different shade of normal, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just the same thing. And then to me, I really hated when people went like over like, oh my God. And then I've always known. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You're such a stupid bitch. I hate people that do that.
It's okay that your second persona did not fool everyone,
No, that's not the case because it's not that. It's just that it was like a way to grab attention, to get attention.
Yeah, and it's also annoying being like, oh, I knew before. It like, bitch, don't come to terms with it before I do. Okay.
Exactly. Do not. You were the one calling my dad that I heard like, oh, why did he pierce his ear? Like, let's not get it twisted.
The Italians love their gossip.
And oh my God, let me tell the scandals and drama.
What's Italian for telenovela?
Telenovela.
Oh, really?
That's Spanish. No, but it was. I hate shit like that because it's a way that I think people that overreact is just a way to get attention back to them, which I don't like at all.
Just listen.
Don't say it. Like, just be normal. And this is advice. This is practical advice to anybody that has friends that they think they're gonna come out to them or whatever.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, let them talk. Let them have their little moment or whatever. Let them just vent a second, and that's it. Close the chapter. Let's move on.
And say, thanks for telling me.
I very appreciate. Yeah, exactly.